get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football.
Keep playing. Ready? 90 Wolf. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and 11. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Hey, Zoo. Check 15, check 15. Check,
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
60 Pittsburgh. 50. I got it. Watch Twitch.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 over.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board. Jones
and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
His pass complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
On the ball. 56 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Ready?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ready. 56. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check safety.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He's checking crowd.
On the carry, it's Logan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. So now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, Jones gets this one to Hill. Room here to run. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, now look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Echo. Mike 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Delta. I got him. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, 50. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Second and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
90 Wolf.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
70, Indy. Rush in. Topper. Let's go. 5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mike's 50. You remember me?
Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 9 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Record. Check 61, matchbox lights.
They run again with Logan. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
47-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
You draw quarter. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit. Hey, Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch.
Looking to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter. Stand, fight.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Jones on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Back to throw. And the open man is Westbrook. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having